So, what's the best I could do? What do you think? And that was using this and this. And of the two, I like this. I will continue to use this just because I'm going to use up the product eventually. Apparently it takes me a while. And I will continue to use this. Y'all know that I was a big Thrive Cosmetics mascara person for a while, and I still really am. The only thing is, this isn't great for the summer because these are almost like tubes once you put them on, and they just literally in the shower, if you didn't want your eyelashes to get wet and you did like that and you pulled off, they pull right off the ends. That was a little burnt. But the bad news is, if you're in the summertime and you look down and you're sweating, or if you cry at a wedding or whatever, a sad song, these will come off on your cheeks. Yeah, that's for me. Does for me. But I do like the product. I'm definitely not getting rid of that product. Love it. Again, all-time favorite. This is the Charlotte Tilbury eyelash curler. She's a smaller company. She's certainly expensive, and she's making a big name for herself in England and now in the U.S. And so she, on occasion, does run out of her eyelash curler. It is rose gold. It is a wider band this way, and it's a deeper band that way. And I feel like it's the perfect shaping tool versus other ones that I have. And so I would say this is definitely worth a little investment. I don't know if she's got product over here or it has to ship from overseas. I know where she's sold over here, but I don't know where her products are manufactured. She is a British brand. And she is a makeup artist to some of the most famous models, runway models, cover models in the world. She also is a great makeup artist teacher. If you go to her website, Charlotte Tilbury's website, I'm not sponsored by anybody, y'all should know that by now. But if you go to her website, sort of like Lisa Etheridge. Lisa, I never know her last name. Is it Etheridge? I got her book over there. Anyway, they do tutorials that, to me, are some of the best tutorials in the world. And, you know, that's what makeup artists should be doing. There's so many drama makeup artists on YouTube, and they just more are about the relationships back and forth with each other, and it's kind of just sickening at times. And, I mean, you can't help but see it if you are on YouTube. So, but what I do like is when you have a makeup artist that does their job and teaches people how to do makeup. And Charlotte Tilbury has all kinds of tutorials on how to use her palettes. And as y'all know, I'm a huge Charlotte Tilbury promoter because I love, and I back that up, Charlotte, if you're watching. She actually does use a lot of YouTubers, but they're big namers and they're over in Britain, like in the Fro, Victoria, and certainly Amelia Leona, and a lot of the British ones, because they're all there together. They all, sort of like when the ones all here all moved to LA or New York. Over there they all moved to London, got a flat, and they made mega money. They got all kinds of endorsements. They're little petite 20-year-olds, and they are being used by Instagram and all these big brands to take all over the world to promote travel, to promote fashion labels and makeup palettes, makeup brands. But Charlotte Tilbury is one of my favorites. As you can see, I have, this is just a small chunk of her collection, and it's not even my favorite ones. The smoky eye one I just got, I'm not crazy about the highlighter, the yellow highlighter, but I feel like it went straight from highlight neutral to black, and that's just a particular look. That's not a smoky eye to me. I mean, I don't know, I guess it is. If you use this, if you blend this transition color really well, almost like it's a shadow, not just a transition, like really build it, and then you add the black in the outer V, yes, you would have a smoked look. Because the point of smoke is it goes from light to medium to dark. I'm sorry, backwards. Dark. I mean, look, when you see smoke, it's dark at the bottom, then it fades, and it goes into nothing. It's supposed to have a smoky look. It's not the color of smoke, it's the way an eye smokes. So you can have a green smoke, a navy smoke, brown smoke, gray smoke, and that it's the effect. The only thing is, all the blushes are kind of peachy based. There's not really one that's cherry based, like a rose base. You know, this is definitely peachy. That's Beauty Glow. That's very summery. It's very, you know, brown, bronzy colors. And this one Beauty Naturelle. It's a little too light for me. I really need to give this to someone. But it's the one that has the pinkest of the blushes. But that's a very natural look. And it's called Natural Beauty. Because your highlights really light, your transition, actually, that's sparkly. It's got sparkle in it, and I wouldn't use that for transition. So I feel like those are flipped. And then the darker colors, not very dark at all. So I mean, you would want this is a very young or neutral face. Might give this to one of my grandbabies, I don't know. But yeah, these are like $75. And look at the packaging is sensational. It's second to none. Second to none. The rose gold and what does she call it? Crimson. Whether it's plastic or metal. I guess this is actually a plastic too, but look at that. I mean, just having a collection like that, just stunning. And it's kind of the 20s look, the kind of it's kind of a retro beauty glam era, and certainly that was. Even her brush sets are crimson and rose gold. She does a lot of research. She does a lot to get her products healthy for you, with vitamins in them and peptides and hyaluronic acid and things that just they do help you look younger. I would imagine that has something to do with the fact that she's aging. She works on 20-year-olds and she's aging, so she's thinking, hey, ladies, I know what it's like to want to look younger. And so she has all these products that have a lot of good stuff in them, sort of like It Cosmetics has a lot. My Chanel has a lot, but they don't really promote it health-wise. They promote it more anti-aging sometimes, but Charlotte does. She does a good job of marketing. She's one of the best marketers I've ever seen, y'all. I mean, she really, everything about her products, it's magical. It's magic. It's magical. She kind of promotes magic and horoscoping and all that, which I'm definitely not into. But I like that she thinks it's a miracle or it's magic. Every one of her products, because they'll just, I love her packaging so much. I literally got what was in this kit just to get this makeup pouch. I love it. I love that it's clear, and then it's got this beautiful crimson. It's got the rose gold trim and the little kissies. And in here, again, more Charlotte Tilbury. Look, these are the quads. And they're called, they're called Luxury. This is the Exaggerize, and this is the Luxury palettes. This is the Dolce Vita. This is one of the most famous eye palettes, period. And it definitely is of hers, but also just period in makeup. This Dolce Vita colors is one of the most famous colors because it really gives a beautiful, beautiful look. And you can get several looks out of it. I mean, it's beautiful. And then comparing it to this one, much more muted, much more neutral, if you will. Goes well with her Pillow Talk. She actually has a Pillow Talk palette now. And then also, very, very famous, I think this is Pillow Talk. This is her Pillow Talk. Very, very famous. Look at that. Next to these beautiful, I mean, just having that in your handbag. Isn't that lovely? Kind of the Art Deco look of the 20s. But this is Pillow Talk. It couldn't be a more perfect nude. For people who love nude lipsticks, it's perfect and just lovely. And then also, you always pair it. Her lipsticks are not all day wear by any means. So I'll always pair it with her lip pencil. And I think they're called lip cheats. And I think this one is the Pillow Talk lip cheat. It helps you resize your lips and line your lips. Has more wax in it, so it kind of holds the the lipstick in place. And then I also tried her Light Wonder Youth Boosting Skin Foundation, and I haven't used it since. It's very luminous. She's having a luminous look, so I need to keep this out. And maybe I'll use that tomorrow. Maybe I'll use that tomorrow with you guys. And should I do Exaggerize or Dolce Vita? The famous Dolce Vita. Maybe I should do that. What do you think? Or should I use Exaggerize? I think I'll use Dolce Vita. So we'll put that one back. We'll put that one back. And we're going to put this up for now. My initial take on this is I would use this definitely sometime. It is Aurora Eyes looking. I do like it. Had a lot of fallout, but I was using mostly the glitters. And I don't think I even used any. No, Venus was. No, it had some sparkle to it. I didn't use any of the matte. So maybe that's part of it. Because glitters always do get a little more creamy, and therefore they can clunk up a little more. So maybe that's it. Why is this doing that, y'all? Okay, that ain't going in there. I'll just tell you that right now. Oh, I need to put this back. Okay. I do like it a lot. So pretty. I wonder if Charlotte Tilbury ever, like, is endorsing in any way of an American. It's usually the British girls. But I'll get it. That's where they're from. It's going to have to squish down a little. Okay. I have no idea where I am. I've just talked and talked, and I'll just have to upload this the whole stinking weekend, I bet. 23. So this is one of many. I know that. And I don't know exactly how much. I like to get the fingerprints off of these. I've got like every single one of these except one. I think I don't have Rockstar because it was truly silver, black, white, and charcoal. And I was like, I don't know that I would ever use something that dark. Because all the colors in it are dark. And I don't know, maybe I would use the silver. But anyway, I like this Bronze Goddess. And the one that I use the most is called the Sophisticate. It's just a basic palette. But it is classic, which is probably why it's called the Sophisticate, because it's for classics. Which may be a nicer way for saying you look older. I don't know. I'm feeling I've over made up a little bit today, but you know what? I'm having a good time. I feel like I need a little more pink. I want a little peachy on the blush. This is definitely pink, so we'll add this in. Here and here. Here and here. Ooh, I need to blend that out. And here. Okay, y'all. Love you. Playing in makeup is something just fun to me. It's artistic and fun. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you again soon.